Join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Wizards of Paris taking on the Lumberjacks of Canton. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Hey, Brad. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. Slot man moves right. On first and 10, Cousins. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Motion man is Schwartz. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they'll shift things around. Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this will be taken at the 13. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A handoff to Warren. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
In motion left comes Brown.
Yellow.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. On the give, it's Warren. And he is going to lose lose yardage here. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Inaudible here to get a new look.
Bring up 48.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Rattler. 19. Hustle.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, get it. Hey, Steamer. First. Gun. Two. Hey, flipper. What's that?
They go play action. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins here going to change the play.
Zebra. Go ahead.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now they'll change things up.
Watch.
On play action, Cousins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Eckler. Touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black.
Play fake. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10.
Leave it. Ringo, 40. Ringo. Hey, we're good. Rhino. Where's the hot?
To throw is Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
First. Wide.
They'll look to throw again. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon.
Oh,
they're changing this at the line. Now Cousins on fourth down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
Black.
They'll run it. Warren. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Two. Hey, yo.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Three. Go.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And now they're in the hurry up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Here's a diving catch right side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black.
Trying the left side with Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Easy. 300.
Now Cousins. That is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down Pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
Hey, Steamer. Leave it. Bring up 48. Hey, Ken. Wait the hunt.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Quaker Omaha. Hey, Steamer.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Go, Reed. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On the run, it's Warren. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Warren will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Leave it, bring up 48. Hey, flipper. One time.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Line out. First.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 6 yards away. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that.
And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there, and even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A quick throw there incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Wizards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lumberjacks 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown! Jaylen Warren, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lumberjacks get a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
60, trap 60. Back to 60, back to 60. Ready, right?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
Here we go. Stop. Cougar 19.
Now it's Mixon running right. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. And they're going to speed things up here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 21 yards away. And the Wizards are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lumberjacks 14. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The hunt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Wide. Through. Hey, yo. What's up?
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And the Canton 1st down.
Black.
1st and 10
Hey, no, he's
at the
easy.
39-yard line.
300. Good routes here. Listen to me. Where's the hunt?
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Bring up 48.
1st and 10 at the 34.
Play action now. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Motion man is Schwartz.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, check that. Bronco switch.
Mixon will take it in. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First. Two. Yellow. Wait on.
They go play action. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
In motion right is Watkins. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Wizards start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Rose. Here we go.
Again, it's Kamara. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shreds the tackle. 20. Still on his feet. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. And now they'll shift things around. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Motion man is Schwartz.
Come 19! Come 19! Warriors 70! Go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Move!
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Rig.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
50 Bison, 50 Bison.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos.
2nd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. This one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Lewisine. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. But
even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of foxy mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in how I water, then it's just doozy. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty.